So are you guilty of obsessing on your age? Nah, you never do that, do you? Of course you do. We all do. We all obsess on our age, especially in the West. I was talking about how I'm getting old, I'm feeling old, and people tell you that, you're getting old. And it's just the way the culture is. But should it be that way? It's kind of ridiculous, actually, if you think about it, because let me tell you, there is no age. You're ageless. Okay, and so a lot of people don't think about that. They actually think about, like, I'm actually getting older, I feel older in my body, blah blah blah, and they get obsessed with those thoughts, and it brings them anxiety, and brings them trouble, and actually brings them down, and can actually make you physically worse just from thinking those thoughts over and over again. But let me explain why you're ageless and why that's not even a thing. Because you come from the eternal spirit. People say God. Some people say the universe, but it's the eternal spirit. Okay, that's where your consciousness came from. Okay, you're conscious, you're aware. Otherwise, you would just be a robot. You'd be a puppet. Okay, you're not. You're conscious, you're aware. That means your spirit, your essence came from the eternal. Well, the eternal has always been. There's no other way. Okay, otherwise something would have had to create that, and something would have had to created that. So the eternal spirit, the God spirit, has always been. And you are a piece of that. You come from that. Okay, think of it as a big ball of energy and love. And you're a piece of that has come off from that and is always attached to that. You're always attached to the God spirit. And because of that, you're eternal too. Okay, you're ageless. You weren't even technically born, and you won't die, because your energy and your spirit came from the God spirit, which is eternal. So you're ageless. You're an eternal being. So next time you are hard on yourself and start thinking about how old you are, how old you're getting, remind yourself that that's not true. And those are all just false beliefs, and that's all anxiety and BS that you learn in the physical world and the culture and what you've been conditioned to believe. But it's all BS. Okay, you're an ageless being, you're an eternal being, and there is no such thing as death. You will just continue on, you will continue home from whence you came, and the journey will continue on and on and on. So, something to think about, guys. That's Soul Snack of the Day. Know that you're loved and blessed. Have a great one.